Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So it's been a while now since I've done this type of video where I get to share with you guys what's on my iPhone XS. So let's get started. So on my first line, of course, is the line that hasn't changed for a couple of years. It's still the same line. It's still messages, the App Store, settings, and the clock app. So yeah, it's just like every time I get a new iPhone, that's like the same top there line never changes. It's just those apps that I always want to have up there just so I can easily access them. The messages, of course, to contact App Store to check updates and check what's new in the App Store. Settings, quickly access my settings, and of course the clock app to check my timers or my alarms if I have them set up to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. So yeah, it's just an awesome way. Then of course, second row is the YouTube Studio app. So of course, if you make videos on YouTube, this is the type of app you're gonna want to have because it will show you the analytics stuff, so you can easily go into detail to see what's working, what's not working on your channel, and just see some more data about your viewership as well. Next is Macash. So Macash is probably my favorite Apple News app related app, I guess, in the iPhone in the iOS ecosystem. So Macash is a kind of like an RSS reader that gets all the Apple News blogs and all in one place, so you can quickly access and read Apple News stuff. So you get to see here all the latest Apple news from different types of blogs, from like the most popular ones, 9 to 5 Mac, Mac Stories, which personally is one of my favorite Apple blogs out there. So yeah, it's just an awesome place just to get some cool related Apple News stuff right there. Next, we have Darkroom. So Darkroom, of course, is one of my go-to editing photo apps before I upload them to Instagram, or sometimes before I upload them to my YouTube thumbnail. I use Darkroom sometimes to edit some of my photos on the iPhone or on the iPad as well, because the iPad app is actually really cool. Next, we have Apollo. So Apollo is a Reddit third-party app. So it's just one of my favorite third-party Reddit clients in the App Store. If you guys haven't checked it out, Apollo, it's probably one of the best third-party Reddit clients out there. It's just really awesome. It has a ton of customization, and if you're a Reddit user, you're gonna want to have it on your home screen. Apollo. Next, we have AP News. So AP News, you probably know what it is. It's a news app to get all the latest news. So I love having this app just because I'm a news junkie. I love knowing what's going around me. I read a lot of news every day. So yeah, just having an app that gives me and delivers breaking news every time there's breaking news in my notification area, it's just really awesome. And they've been doing a really good job, AP News, in updating the app and making it work really smoothly in iOS. Next, we have Google News. So Google News, like I said, I'm a news junkie. So Google News gives me other places to read other stuff. So because AP News is mostly like news, news focus. Here I could change it up a little bit. So if I want to read technology stuff, I go and read more technology news if I'm into that right now, of course. So yeah, or business type of stuff. So yeah, it's probably my favorite place to. It's probably Google News is one of my favorite apps to go to read news, just because of the algorithm. Of course, it does a really decent job of showing me news that I might want to see. And yeah, and it works as a mini weather app if you want to see how the weather's going to be throughout the day and throughout the week. So like today, it's raining, which sucks. Um, Next, we have Inception. So Inception is a cool, interesting app that, of course, allows you to do some crazy Inception stuff, video work or photo work, using your iPhone. So it's just really cool app that I highly recommend you guys go check out. Next, we have Things. I think this one's Things 3. So Things 3 is just an awesome app that I love to use a lot. So it's my go-to place to write down reminders or just notes but mostly reminders, just because it does an awesome job about that. And I just love the UI design and everything. And the developers have been really good at keeping up the updates in this app, of course. And right now, of course, I'm using black because it looks really, really cool on the iPhone XS screen. So yeah, it's just a fantastic app. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you go check out Things 3. Next, we have Nuzzle. So Nuzzle is one of my favorite apps. Also, News Junkie, but this app takes a different approach in getting you news. So when you sign up, of course, you can sign up using your Facebook account or Twitter account. I use only my Twitter account, and it will show what people are sharing and reading based on your Twitter followers. And from there, it will show you the news and stuff that they are sharing and reading about, so you can keep up and see what other people are talking about as well. So like this article right here from 9 to 5 Mac, and then of course you can see right here, it will show the Twitter profile right there, and Twitter users writing about this and related stuff as well. So yeah, it's just an awesome app that I love to read and use a lot to keep up with what everybody's reading online. Next, we have YT Count, or also known as YouTube Count. So it's a awesome app just to see how much followers or how much subscribers you have on your YouTube channel. So as you can see, I'm pretty behind from two of my favorite YouTubers out there. I have other favorite YouTubers out there as well, but it would take me a long time to add them all. So of course, I just love looking at other people's channels. So as you can see, Casey Neistat's right there, and you can see he's been doing a decent job on his channel. And if we go to mine, I've been doing an okay job. So yeah, so it's very cool. I don't like how it just went down right there. That sucks. So yeah, YouTube Count right there. So next we have Apple News, the app. So Apple News was recently released here in Canada with iOS 12.2, and I've been using it ever since. I've been playing around with Apple News Plus as well. So it's just a great, fantastic app, really nicely designed, and it's just really good, but it still needs a lot of work, the app, just because there's some articles here that I'm not interested in reading about. But it does a decent job, so you can't complain right there. And of course, Apple News Plus, it's been really fun reading some cool magazines that maybe I don't really buy because I don't want to waste my money too much on those magazines. I only want to waste my money on magazines I'm actually going to read. So it's just really cool to find interesting new magazines with Apple News Plus. Next, we have Spectre. So Spectre is by the developers of Halide, if I'm pronouncing it right, or Halide, if I'm pronouncing it right. It's an awesome app if you are interested in motion photos, capture cool, smooth still photography. It's just an awesome app, and it's just really, really cool. This app, because of like the magic it could do thanks to the iPhone's camera. So if you guys haven't checked it out, Spectre, I highly recommend you go check out Spectre. Next, of course, we have Wealth Trade Simple. So I've been looking at course at trading online, all that stuff. So I'm still reading about that. So that's why I have that app right there, since it was released finally to every Canadian out here, which you could go and download right now if you live in Canada. So next we have Calzone. So this is a new interesting app, Calzones. It's a calendar app with time zones integrated into it. So that's where the name comes from, Calzones. So if you do a lot of stuff with your calendar stuff, and you wanna maybe how I use this app is I open it up, of course, and then I enter my stuff that I need to do. And then from there, if I have maybe other things I want to see, so maybe an Apple event that's happening, I can enter it, and then it will show me the difference of time. So like it'll be 2 p.m. Eastern time here. It'll be probably 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. in San Francisco time. So it's just a really cool app. I'm gonna do a better review of this app in the future, so stay tuned for that until I play with it a little bit more, since it was just released a couple of days ago. Next, we have Calorie. So Calorie is an interesting, cool app that is supposed to, of course, help you track your calories of how much food you eat every day. So yeah, I've been playing with this app, and stay tuned for a cool detailed review of this app as well. Next, we have Morning. So Morning is a cool app that I use to find cool or to show me interesting top news in the technology space, of course. So as you can see, these are the top stories right now. This past few hours right now, of course. So they see your shortcuts, screen time coming to the Mac, and just so yeah, and it'll show you all the cool news. And of course, not just technology stuff. There's also blockchain news. So if you're into blockchain as well, there's right there. But of course, I'm more into the technology stuff. So yeah, that's why I like Morning right there. Next, we have Prism. So Prism is a cool music player app for the iPhone. It's recently new, and I've been using it for a while now to listen to my music, control my music, and it's just really cool. I love the layout, the nice design to it as well, and it's just really simple to use. The app is free to download, and there are premium features you could do. So as you can see right there, Plex support, playlist support, and it's just really, really cool right there. And of course, if you want to do some customizations, you can. Extra dark if you want, or not. So yeah, you could do that. But I like the light, so yeah. And then of course, like I said, colors right there. And you could change the icon color, the app icon as well. So yeah, it's just a really cool app that I highly recommend, and it has, like I said, a ton of cool customizations that you can do, and a lot of cool features that you can use within the app. Next, we have this awesome weather app called Interrent. I don't know how to pronounce it that well. So this weather app is a really interesting weather app that I'm still trying to grab my mind about this. So it's supposed to use visual art, I guess, to show you the weather. So as you can see, like I said earlier in the video, it's raining in my area here. So this is how it looks when it's raining, this cool artwork. But you can also, of course, you can move it around to see the future. So how the weather's going to be throughout the day. So yeah, it's just really, really cool. And of course, you could just tap anywhere on the screen and it will show you the weather. So it's 4 degrees right now. We're gonna check if that's right. Oops. We're gonna check right here. It's, yeah, 4 degrees. So yeah, it's just an awesome app that is really interesting and very cool. So yeah, that's why I have it right there. It's an interesting app. Next, we have a Jumbo. So Jumbo is a new app that was recently released in iOS in the iPhone, and I'm gonna be doing also another detailed review of this app coming soon. So stay tuned for that. So I'm not gonna talk about too much this app. So yeah, it's just an awesome app. Product Hunt, of course, is a go-to. It's a must. So every morning when I wake up after breakfast, I go up before I get ready for work. I go up to my computer, go on Product Hunt, open it up to see what's new. So I mostly use Product Hunt to find new interesting apps on Android or on the iPhone. So yeah, it's just really, really cool place to find some cool new products on Product Hunt. Next, of course, in my dock, I have Castro. So Castro is my go-to podcast player. So if you guys haven't checked out Castro, I highly recommend it. It's probably my favorite podcast player on iOS. There's other great podcast player like Overcast, but Castro, just for me, is just a much more better podcast player in my opinion. Twitter, of course, Twitter app is my go-to place to get my news, of course, and it's the app I currently use, of course, to use Twitter, of course, since Twitter took away third-party developers' powers. So yeah, I use the Twitter app. Instagram, of course, I use right there. Oops, let's go right there. And then, of course, the Halide camera app right there. The same people who are the masterminds of Spectre right there as well. So that's pretty much it on my main home screen. So a lot of apps right there. And of course, in my second home screen right there, I have the Watch app, the Apple folder. So the Apple apps I don't really use. Utilities, utilities right there. So just press record to record whenever I need to record something for a video or something. Opener, which is a fantastic utility app. Gboard is my go-to keyboard, third-party keyboard on the iOS ecosystem. The Bible, Dropbox, PCal, Transit, Carrot Weather, of course. I love Carrot Weather. It's my go-to weather app on the Apple Watch as well. Couchy to track, of course, my shows. So you probably saw a lot of these apps in past videos, so nothing there has changed. Lifestyle, of course, The Hue, Tile, New York Times Cooking app, Spotify, The Score to check out what's the sport games. So like right now the Raptors are in the playoffs. I'm keeping up with them a lot right now, so I can't wait to watch the game tonight. So yeah, and of course this awesome new website I go to now every night before I go to sleep, Uncrate. It's just a cool place to find cool, interesting stuff. It's just really cool. And yeah, there's some. I mostly go to Uncrate just for their tech stuff to see maybe if I miss something when I'm searching up on the internet what's new. I go to Uncrate. So yeah, it's just a fantastic place to find new, interesting, cool products on technology or other stuff that you're into. Sportsness, of course, keeping up with the Raptors right now. So yeah, it's my go-to app right now as well. Next, of course, the finance folder, RBC, and my banking apps right there. Google folder, Google Photos, Google Maps, Google Home, YouTube app. So yeah, nothing really different there. Airmail's my go-to Gmail or email app on the iPhone. Snapchat's on the second folder, which I never really use. I just have it there just in case. You never know. The Amazon folder, of course, so Amazon, Audible, Alexa, Fire TV, Health app. Nothing really has changed there. Nano Leaf, of course, to whenever I get back to connecting them back since they fell for some reason. The photo app, right, photo folder, I mean, Meta Photo, D-Squeeze, so I play with the moment anamorphic lens. So I use D-Squeeze to fix up before I upload to Instagram. Z-Play, Filmic Pro, of course, my go-to video whenever I'm using the iPhone to record video. And yeah, and Visco, of course, to edit my photos as well before I upload them. Next, of course, groceries. So groceries is my app right now I use to write down before I go to the grocery store what I need to buy. So I use groceries to add a new list right there. Shortcuts app, of course. I'm still playing around with shortcuts. I'm thinking of maybe doing a new series on the channel about just shortcuts. So maybe if you guys want to see that, comment below and like the video. I guess tell me that you guys want to see shortcut stuff. Wallpaper, of course. So wallpaper is a cool app that does some cool gradient style wallpaper. So there's free versions and premium versions of wallpaper. So as you can see, this one's a premium version, so I have to unlock it, of course. And so yeah, and then of course there's some awesome free ones right there. So sometimes when I want to just have something different, I go to this app. But right now the wallpaper you see right now in this setup is actually from Unsplash. So it's my go-to wallpaper app whenever I want to change it up for different setups. I go to Unsplash just to find cool, interesting wallpapers to add to my iPhone setup. And that's pretty much it on the second row. And of course, in my widget area, of course, we have Carrot Weather. We have the battery widget right there to see all my battery stuff. Screen time, the calendar, of course, you know why, to check what shows I need to watch throughout the week. Pedometer, of course, steps. So today is a Friday, which is a day off here in Canada. And it's raining, so that's why you see I have not really walked today that much. PCal, it's just my go-to calendar widget app right here. It's just really awesome place just to do some quick math. Deliveries, of course, right there. Presto, Sportsnet, and of course Calzones, which is the app like I said earlier. I'm going to do a more detailed review of this app in the coming days. So that's pretty much it, guys, for what's on my iPhone XS. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This could be a little longer video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's it for now, guys. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.